Welcome back, everybody, to Final Fantasy XIV Online. We are here with Clear Oceans on a Celebrations Day. This is Hatching Tide, as you can see by the little thingamy what's it up here. And it has to be one of the gloomiest days in Gridania that I've ever seen, mind you, if you are on your fishing quest for your fishermen and you have to go and catch one of those rainfish. It's perfect weather. Let's go. Hatching Tide this year starts out in Old Gridania. So we're going to head on straight over to Makedo's Amphitheatre, which is where the Hatching Tide celebrations are. It does say you have to be level 15 to commence. And let me just grab up the Steam page. Alrighty. So let me go very quickly over. This is our Hatching Tide, our main festival tent. On this of the most gloomy of days. Never mind. I seem to pick them, don't I? Alrighty. Hatching Tide began on April the 9th, and it will end on April the 25th, 2025. Gili Aliapo has a great deal to say about Hatching Tide. Let me just check something. There we go. The whimsy of Hatching Tide returns once again, and Gili Aliapo's vision for this year's festivities is lofty indeed. As ever, she'll need an eager adventurer to ensure the eggy revelry unfolds according to plan. From Wednesday, April the 9th, 2025 at 1 a.m. PDT, 8 a.m. GMT and 9 a.m. BST and 1800 AEST to Thursday, April the 24th at 7:59 PDT, 14:59 GMT, 15:59 BST and Friday the 25th of April, 0:59 AEST. Begin the quest in Pursuit of Eggcellence by speaking to Gili Aliapo in Old Gridania. Now, it gives you some coordinates here, but all you need to know is that it is at the Maketo Amphitheatre. So you just need to unlock that. Players must be level 15 and above to start the quest. Do not despair if you are still stuck in your starting zone. Follow the main story quests until you get to Envoy of wherever you are, and you should be very close to level 15 by that point. Once you get to Envoy of wherever you are, if it's not New Gridania, if it's not Gridania, you will be able to travel via balloon to New Gridania and unlock the Makedo Amphitheatre shard, which is over here, and begin the quest. Now, you have until the 25th of April, which I'm recording this on the 12th, so it still gives you 13 days to do it. It only took me a couple of hours to unlock the base quest when I wasn't reading everything out loud, so it shouldn't take you too long. Let's get going. Now, how to participate? You begin the quest Excellence. Now, remember that certain items available during previous iterations of the event can be obtained via the Dreamer. So this is my first time doing Hatching Tide. I think I missed it the first year I played. I didn't know what any of these decorations meant. Oh, whoops. Let me just put my fingers on the right key. So it looks like I'm going to have to unlock a few things. Let's go talk to... This is the Courteous Collector. Let's have a chat with them. Good evening, friend. Might you be interested in learning about the Hatching Tide festivities? Well, yes. A fledgling festival, Hatching Tide was born of a prophetic dream visited upon a Gridanian maiden named Gili Aliapo. In her dream, the 12 Archons of old appeared, those heroes who saved the realms from the destruction of the 6th umbral calamity. Descending from the heavens atop beautifully decorated eggs, they said to Gili, "Arise, young dreamer, and make ready the vessels for our return." And so she did, painstakingly painting and gilding eggs to match those from her vision. Word of the prophecy spread, and Gili attracted helpers to assist in her toils. After the calamity, the festival grew further as townsfolk and adventurers flocked to celebrate the Archons of yore, who many believe had some hand in delivering the realm once again. Right. Well. Oh, little cute. I'm sorry. I'm not sure if you're allowed to call Lalafell cute. They are cute. They're also quite scary. So just remember, cute but not to be messed with. Oh, here's our dreamer, our egg advocate. What do they have? Oh, we can buy a magic prism from them for Hatching Tide. It looks like because I haven't done the previous hatching tides with this character or any, I'm not going to have access to the older items. But there you go. More, maybe I have to do the hatching tide quest. We'll find out. We'll check back in with the dreamer once we're done. Alrighty. So this is my first time playing it, and my very first time actually seeing it. So we're good. Alrighty. In Pursuit of Eggcellence. Julia Leopold has a great deal to say about Hatching Tide. This quest is available for a limited time only, so please don't forget to complete it before the end of Hatching Tide. And if you don't get it done before the end of Hatching Tide, please discard it so it doesn't take up a slot which you'll never ever clear. Here we go. Accept. Alrighty. Hatching Tide is upon us once more. I hope the season finds you in excellent fettle. Oh. For my part, Clea, it is an absolute pleasure to see you again. We're in our Botanist's gear, if you're wondering. While I have your attention, allow me to expound upon the nature of this year's festivities. Hatching Tide has its origins in the days before the 7th Umbral Calamity, when 12 sages of an era past appeared before me in a startling vision. I have been visited by such dreams ever since, and this year was no exception. I saw a great mass of eggs, as vivid as those before you now, borne aloft unto the heavens. Making dreams manifest has never failed to lend wonder to the Hatching Tide before, so, needless to say, I intend to bring my latest vision to life. Speaking of which, the eggs I commissioned ought to arrive any moment now. Uh-oh. Oh, Jilly, it's a disaster! The cart toppled over en route. Thankfully, the driver was unscathed. Oh, but I can't say the same for the eggs. Good heavens! I'm glad to hear the poor driver was unharmed, but without the eggs, how are we to breathe life into my dream? Don't worry, I'll simply fashion some more eggs myself. Though to create the quantity required will take time, and we're already facing at least a minor delay at this point. If only I could assign someone to help you. Alas, the other dreamers are busy enough as it is, and I must see to the schedule alterations myself. Uh-oh. But wait, Clea, perhaps you'd be willing to lend a hand? Clea, how wonderful to see you again. Knowing what an exemplary assistant you are gives me cause for hope. If you're happy to help, it is. Thank you. The first order of business will be procuring more of the necessary egg supplies from the merchant. Our supplier should be in the market. He's a burly fellow, so he won't be difficult to spot. We can only hope he has enough stock. Nanotta, have you seen how many burly fellows frequent the market? I mean, to a Lalafell, everything is burly, so how are we going to work that one out? I guess we'll just follow her. Oh, not that she waited. Okay, Jilly, I'll be on my way now. Hey, Astrid. Nice to see ya. Alright, now I am pretty sure we can get to young Thingamy wants it. I'll just be lazy. We'll go here. We'll go to the Leathers Guild and Shaded Bower. Because that's closest, well, the Shaded Bower. Closest to the Shaded Bower. And we'll run up the hill. Look, someone's in dancer costume. That's so good. One burly merchant. Here we go. Well, she's not wrong. He is a burly fellow. Ah, you're that dreamer who was here before, ain't she? Yeah. Right, old mess, to be sure. Afraid I'm all out of supplies you need, though. Oh, is there really nothing you can do for us? Well, I do have some tatty old odds and ends and surplus wares that might be of use. If you want them, they're all yours. Might not be exactly what you needed, but I'm sure you can cobble something together with ease. The storage fees were eaten into me profit. I mean, I'd rather see him put to good use. He's all down, right? Gotta be all down with that attitude. Or he's just a merchant, 'cause merchants. When I ordered the initial batch of supplies, I remember thinking what a kind fellow he was. He's certainly proved me right. Any road, we'd better take stock of what he's given us. Let's see. This leather looks durable. We have some metal springs and rings that could do for a mechanism of some sort. Ah, and these lengths of timber could be cut down to a more portable size. I think these herbs and resins are used to concoct water-repellent alchemical solutions. Never tried it myself, but there's a first time for everything. I've got some training. Please don't blow yourself up. Besides that, there are plenty of bits and bobs. We should have no trouble when it comes to decoration. Unfortunately, we won't be able to recreate the eggs Jilly saw in her dream with these. We could make something far easier to get off the ground, though. Parasols. The trick will be making them look eggy enough. Well, the shell makes the egg, as they say. Do they say that? Any road, we should paint them. You're right! With some festive patterns on the outer canopy and a convincingly eggy structure, the parasols might just make for a worthy replacement. Parasols are a sight more fiddly than your standard egg, though. With just the two of us, production will take far too long. So, we'll need to enlist further help, just as I did with you. Technically. Fortunately, the guild artisans should be less likely to balk at a request for parasol parts than a rush order for myriad eggs, particularly if we supply the materials. Let us first pay a visit to the Leatherworkers Guild. I'm sure they'll be able to transform our leather into something fit for a canopy. All right. Well, that's just a jog down the hill, right? Let's go. Because it shares the same thing. No, not that hill, dear. You need to go the other way. There you go. It shares the same etherite point. See? Left. Your other left. That left. Ooh, someone's crafting. It's so nice to see. There's sometimes I recognize a name and I can't remember where I've seen them before, like whether I've seen them in maybe in a dungeon run, or we've just spent time in the same gathering area, or it's nice once you play the game for a while and the people that stick around, you start to recognize them. It's really good to see. You don't have to run with them. You just seeing them around makes it much nicer. Well, oh dear. Now, have we done our leather workers? Yeah, we've started. So, we know Jiva is a scary lady. Hi. You must be the adventurer assistant Nanota spoke of. She was just informing me of your plight. Many of our apprentices are looking forward to the Hatching Tide celebrations. You shall have the guild's aid, although I'm afraid we lack some of the resources needed to work your leather into parasol canopies. The material is water resistant to a degree, but nevertheless porous. Untreated, it will degrade over time and begin to rot, but our stock of coating is perilously low at the moment. If it's water repellent you're after, say no more. We just so happen to have the necessary ingredients, so I can see to its preparation. In the meantime, would you take this timber over to the Carpenters Guild and request that they craft the parasol frame? We can meet up by the Black Rabbit Trader's stall anon. Right, let's go. We could run down to the Carpenter's Hall, and if you haven't unlocked the Carpenter's Hall, you may need to do that. But in fact, I think it's just a quick jog through this tunnel, so why don't we do exactly that? So if you haven't unlocked the Carpenters, it's basically in the same area as the main Etherite. So you just kind of jog through that tunnel past the Black Rabbit Trader's stand, which we didn't notice on the way out, but it's there, and down to the Carpenter's Hall, which is pretty good. Let's go. There we are. Oh, is that a star? Oh yeah, that's a star for a card game. If you've unlocked the golden saucer, you can learn to play this card game, and if there's a little thingy with a star, then you've beaten the person of that set of cards. Well, I don't remember doing that with Clear. Anyway, this is Beaton, our guildmaster for carpentry. Why do you stand there like a frightened schoolchild? If you need something, speak. Yes, I have timber. Timber, Mr. Beaton. Not a schoolchild. See, just as tall as you. You wish this timber fashioned into parasol frames? Very well, I shall see it done by competent hands. He's so awesome. The youngsters in the acorn orchard await the festivities. For their sake, no effort will be spared in the parasol's preparation. That's right. He looks after the kids here. He's lovely. Scary, but lovely. We shall commence work right away. Let your associates know that the Carpenters Guild has the matter in hand. Thank you, Mr. Beaton. We have to do the Carpenter line quests because I really like the story that's involved with them. Anyway, let's go back and talk to Nanotta up here at the Black Rabbit Traders. Here we go. I trust everything went well at the Carpenters Guild. I've just placed an order for the alchemical solution and a few other things besides. Oh, Nanotta. The next thing will be to piece all the parts together into a prototype parasol. I'll bring the prototype over to Jilly once I finish, so you can go ahead and wait with her. What? Go mind the wagon? Hey. Fine. So independent. I don't feel like I've done very much to help her, actually. One day, they're going to send us out to collect the ingredients we need. But that would be really hard for starting characters who haven't gotten their other classes up, so maybe not. Here we go. So you can just travel to the Ethernet shard from Makedo's Theatre, or you can just, run up the tunnel and around the corner and make it here all on your own. Let's have a quick check and see what Jilly's got for us. Welcome back, Clear. You'll be pleased to hear that I've adjusted the schedule to accommodate our little mishap, and all is set to proceed. How fare the eggs? Well, let me just fix the chat. There we go. Substituting parasols for eggs. What a wonderful idea. I can hardly wait to see what Nanotta cooks up for the prototype. Though, wait, we must. Well, let's complete that. I think it would be a very short episode if I made you wait for tomorrow. So let's fix that. I could. Let me think about that for a minute. Well, we could. Let's just grab Clear and stand to there. So it is going to be a very short episode. That is the first quest in this year's Hatching Tide. I will go ahead and record the next episode, and you guys will have that tomorrow. So on that note, I'm going to bid you adieu. If this has been helpful in helping you get started with Hatching Tide, or if you'd like to see some more, please hit like and please hit subscribe. Let me know what other things you'd like me to cover with Clear or any of my other characters, and I will bid you adieu. Take care out there.